Hello everyone, Dominic here, and today I'm going to be talking about why honesty is not the best policy. Honesty is the only policy. Why that is because saying that it is the best policy means you kind of have a choice in thinking like, should I be honest or should I not be honest? But the thing that you should be thinking about that honesty is something that you must do. Honesty is like really important in a relationship because it means a lot. Like honesty means a lot in a relationship. Being honest with yourself first and being honest with your partner. And that's the two things that we're going to be focusing about on. It's being honest with yourself first and being honest with your partner. So what honesty can mean in a relationship is a lot because honesty builds trust, honesty builds intimacy, honesty is just overall good for you and your partner in your relationship because the first part, as I said, honest about yourself. So when you're honest with yourself, right, you're turning towards yourself. You are loving yourself in a way. Always when you're turning towards yourself and you're honest with yourself, that is a way of loving yourself. So that's why that's so important. The second part, being honest with your partner. Being honest with your partner allows your partner to know who you are, to have an understanding who you are, and allows your partner to make a decision for themselves because they know that you're being honest about them about something and they get to make a decision that works for them, understanding that you are being yourself, understanding that you are being honest with them. So, honesty can come in many forms. The first one is being genuine, being truly who you are and showing your partner who you truly are. To not hold back or feel that you need to show your partner a part of, like to show a partner a fake or like somebody that you're really not, but actually be genuine and being open and expressing to your partner who you are. Like your partner knowing who you are can allow them to fully love you for who you are and not what you're not basically. So that's one form of it. Like also the second part is being true to yourself. Also, as I said, being true to yourself, that part is also comes in as in telling the truth, always being truthful about who you are and what you want in a relationship. Being truthful and telling your partners what you want is that will allow your partner to love you and to give you what you want because it is going to help you and it's going to make you feel fulfilled in your relationship. But if you're not honest with yourself about what you want and what you need and you are lying to yourself, that won't allow you basically to communicate yourself to your partner, to tell your partner who you are, which your partner requires to know. They need to know who you are. So if it's something is really important to you, that is something that you should be honest with yourself and saying, hey, this is really important to me, and accepting it and being in that place where you are honest with yourself, it can allow you to open up about it and be open to your partner about it, saying, hey, this is who I am. And once you get to accept who you are and be honest with yourself, then you can get to communicate who you are to your partner, and your partner can actually get an understanding of you and actually understand you. Once they understand you, to do things that will actually make you happy because they know who you are, because you accept yourself and you are honest with yourself. So that's the part with being honest. So most people have trouble with being open and have issues with being honest with themselves because they've been hurt a lot in the past and they kind of have problems with emotion and have have problems with expressing certain ideas or certain feelings to someone else because of how them being honest with somebody in the past, they were rejected because of it. And that's a really big thing and something that you need to come to yourself and actually solve and become comfortable with and accept that you are who you are. Some people have a problem with accepting who they are, so that's why they have problems communicating who they are because they're not as accepting of themselves. They're not being honest with themselves as much as they need to be, which is really important and which is something that you must really do and something that you must come to terms with, that says that you are important, yourself and everything that you care for is important. Knowing that, and whatever it is, it's a thing. Also, this is something I want to bring up, something that's like really big. The idea that goes around of like people thinking they're being too much. So instead of like like them being themselves and other people thinking they're too much, they kind of pull themselves back and they're not so honest with themselves or who they are, and they don't allow themselves to be as open, which is something that you should never do. If you are a person who likes expressing themselves, who likes giving love and loving in a relationship, that's who you should be. Like, you should not hold yourself back and not be true to yourself and be honest with yourself of who you are because of someone else or someone else's idea of you being too much, which is never a thing. Somebody who loves you and somebody who wants to be with you, they want to have the experience of you in your honesty and you being genuine to be who you are, which is why you need to be honest with yourself. Once you're honest with yourself, to actually give yourself to somebody fully, genuinely, and interested in someone. That's the second part, which is being honest with your partner, right? Being honest with your partner about what you want, your interest, being into someone, like actually being into someone, to not hold back, to say, hey, I'm into you, and to openly express that to your partner, which is obviously being truthful, like, and also the in the words that you use, in your action, to be truthful in your action. If you're not ready for something, it's better to be honest about it than lying to your partner about something. That is really important, because some other people will not understand what's really happening with you, and that's something you gotta be upfront about in expressing your honesty in something. If you're not ready for something, it's better to tell your partner, I'm not ready for it, than leading someone along the path of them thinking that this is going somewhere when for you it's not really going anywhere. So that actually helps your partner in them making a decision that works for themselves, knowing that there's a problem with you being open and the problem with you not being ready, so they can make a decision for themselves. So that's really important in you being honest with your partner and letting them know what's happening with you, because it's really important. That's communication of back and forth, letting each other know where you are is important, and something that will actually allow your relationship to grow more, rather than not being honest or leaving stuff out, which is really important. You should never leave stuff out. And also, the other thing is comes to when honesty, when it comes to assuming things, right? You might think to yourself, it's very common to want somebody to be honest with you, that it should be rarely given, that your partner should just give it to you, should just be honest with you without you asking, which is not something you must do. You must never assume something. You must never assume that your partner is supposed to give you something. You must never assume something, that your partner is supposed to just come to you and be honest with you. It's something that you must ask for. Let's say your partner is just treating you right way when they're not really honest or they're not really open about anything, and they just leave you being uncertain. Your partner does not know how you feel. If you're not honest with yourself and you're not honest with your partner, then your partner can't read your mind. Your partner does not know how you feel. So the only way to help yourself and help your partner is in telling them that you want them to be honest with you, that you want them to be open with you about how they feel, so you can be certain about something. Whenever you're uncertain about something and in your emotions and you don't know what's going on and you just need your partner to be honest with you, the best thing to do is to ask for your partner to be honest, is to ask for your partner to open up to you about what's really happening, because certainty is very important in a relationship, and that's something that you should always have. It's something that you must have. So what you gotta ask for is to be honest, as I said, to be honest with yourself first. Once you're honest with yourself and know what you want from a relationship, know what you want from your partner to be honest with you about, then you can ask your partner to be honest with you back, right? That's what you must do. So the big takeaway is that, first of all, you must be honest with yourself. Once you're honest with yourself of what you want, what you need, and everything that makes you feel fulfilled in a relationship, then secondly, you can be honest with that to your partner. You can be honest with expressing yourself to your partner and what it is that you need. Whenever you're uncertain about something, whenever something is bothering you, whatever it is, then you can be honest about it and ask your partner about it. Also, on this other side is you also being honest with your partner about where you are and what's happening with you. As I said, if you're not ready for something, it's better to tell your partner you're not ready, and them being okay with and accepting that you're not ready for something, rather than leading them on into thinking something that's not true. So you must really, as you want honesty from your partner, is the same way that you should give honesty to your partner back, and to be honest with your partner. And the third one is that you should always ask for honesty. You should ask for honesty. You should ask your partner to be honest with you. When you're uncertain about something, when you're unsure about something, you should go to your partner. Never assume that they understand it. Never assume that they get it, but you should go to them and ask them, hey, I need you to be honest about this. I need to be certain about this. Can you help me by me asking you and you telling me what the answer is? Because I need to know it so you can make a decisive decision that works for you. That is the whole point. You want somebody who's honest with you so you can make a decision for yourself, then you can help yourself out. And at the same time, you being honest with yourself, you can also help your partner out. So that's what honesty is about. It's about being honest with yourself, honest with your partner, because being honest overall helps everyone. Even if it's not the decision that everyone wants, but if everyone is true to themselves and everyone is honest with themselves and each other, that relationship is a better one than one where there's full of lies and misleading each other. Because if you guys are not good for one another, and if you guys are just playing each other, then you just be wasting each other's time and you will not get everything that you need from it. But if you're honest about what you want and honest about what you want from one another, then you can help each other out. You can help each other being on the same page and understanding on each other, and ultimately having a very fulfilling and a relationship that you'll be happy with. So that's the whole point, is that honesty is not the best policy. Honesty is the only policy when it comes to relationship. Being honest is everything, and you should practice being honest in every single thing that you do in your relationship, whether it's in words, whether it's in being genuine, whether it's in showing interest. Like, everything is about being honest, because it will help you, and it will help you and your partner, and it will help the whole relationship as a whole to have a very fulfilling and loving relationship with your partner. So if you like the video, obviously like, and obviously I'm gonna be posting more of these, so subscribe, and see you on the next video. Thank you.